Hello, everybody. We are in the fun swing of holidays right now. So if you're working this week and online, awesome. We have some super exciting news. If you've seen it recently, we had a couple of really big announcements last week. So I'm going to cover some of those in today's Women in Analytics Weekly Wind-up. So first and foremost, we had the big press release last week that covered our keynotes for our upcoming Data Connect conference in Columbus, Ohio, happening in July. It's our global conference that we host every year. So the three keynotes that we announced are seriously so incredibly exciting. I'm personally stoked to meet them in person. I've been following each of them and their work for a while, and each of them has their own kind of specific area that they cover. And if you've been following us, you know that the theme of the conference this year is data as a product, but we're going to be covering all sorts of elements around that and what that means. So without further delay, our first keynote that we announced was Chip Huon. She is the founder and CEO of Claypot AI. She's a Stanford University instructor of machine learning and author of Designing Machine Learning Systems, which is a fabulous book. I just got it a couple of months ago and cranked through that book. It's incredible. If you are interested in the general kind of architecture and overview and core elements and anatomy of machine learning systems, highly recommend getting her book. So super excited. She's also going to be instructing a workshop at the conference as well. We always do the day before the conference. We have a set of workshops that attendees can participate in. So definitely show up to meet her and bring your book with you. See if she'll sign it for you. The second one is Stephanie Domas. She is the Chief Security Technology Strategist at Intel. She's going to be talking about security as it applies to AI systems, which is super exciting. She's got a fascinating career, and I'm thrilled to be able to, bring in a speaker who has her level of background in AI and also in cyber. So just kind of blending those two topics together. It's not something that we usually get often in terms of speakers and content and topics we get to cover at the conference. So super excited about her to absolutely show up to see her. And then finally, last but definitely not least, Cassie Kozyrkov. She is the Chief Decision Scientist at Google, and she is an absolutely incredible speaker. If you have followed any of her work, she has this incredible way of articulating really complex or complicated concepts and simplifying them in ways that are super understandable, very digestible. She's got a couple of series out there where she kind of walks through the core elements of machine learning. She's trained a ton of people at Google on machine learning topics. She has her YouTube channel where she continues to promote those videos of her kind of covering some of these core elements of machine learning. So if you are in this space, or if you're interested in certain elements of machine learning, definitely check out her YouTube channel. She's an incredible speaker, instructor, teacher, and she is also incredible in terms of the content she covers on LinkedIn as well. She just covered a ChatGPT kind of overview article not too long ago, maybe like a week or two ago, and it's really good. It kind of breaks everything down. So really excited to have her as a keynote speaker this year as well. An incredible lineup forming, and if you haven't gotten your ticket already, absolutely do that at dataconnectconf.com. Next big announcement we have today is, if you did see the press release on the keynotes, you do know that Kelsey is going to be moving in to the CEO position of Women in Analytics, which is unbelievably exciting. She joined the team last year as managing director and will be moving into the CEO position. So couldn't be more excited about the future of Women in Analytics, just having her on the team and leading the charge. We've seen incredible growth. We've seen a ton of value in terms of individuals who've been part of the community over the last year. And I'm just absolutely thrilled that she's going to be stepping into that position. I will still be super, super involved in the community. I'll be moving into the advisory board and continuing to help build up the community and keep it going. So pretty pumped about that. So those are the two really big, exciting announcements that we have for you today. We have a couple of other ones as well. Our DCC West Data Connect Conference West in Portland, that speaker announcement is coming over the next couple of weeks as well. So stay tuned for the speakers getting announced for that event. If you haven't gotten your tickets are live right now. You can go and get it. It's going to be an incredible event. And a couple of more items for you. So we have our webinar tomorrow. It is the last webinar of our marketing analytics series, webinar series. So sign up. You can go to our LinkedIn page. You can find it under the events and register through that. So excited for that tomorrow. It's going to be a great final webinar for the series. And then of course, we'll start a new series in a couple of weeks, which we have locked in. We have the theme for it. We're super excited about that too. So stay tuned for that topic. And I think there's two other pieces about the conference too with approaching deadlines. So number one, if you are interested in sharing the stage with any of those keynotes, head over to dataconnectconf.com. Go to the call for speakers, submit an application or two. If you have a couple of topics you want to touch on or potentially apply for, go to the website, enter in your speaker application, because we are continuing to review those on a monthly basis. We have our entire content council that combs through all of our submissions pretty rigorously. So we have a really great system set up to review those applications and make sure that it fits within the content of the conference this year. So if you want to get on stage, if you want to talk about what you're working on, if you're really passionate about a specific topic, please apply. It's going to be amazing this year. So definitely do that. And then the second thing I want to remind you all of is our data viz competition. So as you know, every year we have a big data visualization competition. Our deadline is approaching for that as well. So if you are interested in submitting, it's super fun. We do a big data viz gallery at the conference where we demonstrate or we publish all of the data finalists, the top 5 finalist data viz displays in a data viz gallery, and it's super fun. And then we do voting live. We have an award ceremony. There are cash prizes for first, second, and third place. So you don't want to miss out on that. If you have data viz you've built before, you can use that. If you have an idea or something that has sparked up something that you're interested in lately that you want to put into a data visualization, you could submit that as well. And don't miss the deadline because it is really fun to participate in. We promote the top 10, we do big voting to get down to the top 5, and then we bring the top 5 to the conference. You get a free ticket. We also cover your travel and accommodations. So if that's of concern, we cover all of that so that you're able to attend. And then if you can't attend in person, that's okay too. You can still participate virtually. We will have the hybrid event set up this year. So lots of exciting announcements. Sorry, this is so long, but we had so many things that I wanted to cover. So quick recap, 3 keynotes posted. We'll get everything on the website. Kelsey's stepping in as CEO, which is super, super exciting. Really pumped to have her leadership in place. DCC West speaker announcement coming in the next couple of weeks, webinar tomorrow, call for speakers, applications on the website, data viz applications. And if you are a member, we have a GA, Google Analytics tutorial on January 6th as well. So if you're interested in getting a tutorial on Google Analytics, we have a 2-part series for that with a live instructor that you can participate in as a standard member. So lots of information, lots of stuff to do, tons of exciting announcements right before Christmas this weekend. So, if you are working, great. Check out our website, get your applications in. If you're not, enjoy your time off, and we will see you next week for our next weekly wind-up.